I think I'm live. I probably am. Yep, I'm live. Um, just some. I just need to do a live, quick live stream. Some quick updates. Autocorrect primer. Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure. Uh, like I said in Dennis's live stream, I'd sent out the package and gave Nikki the tracking info. So there is that. Larkin's Lair, Skybite. Pleasure having you guys join me. Kind of hoping Cato comes in. Ugly Wretch. Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you. Always. Always good to have you. And so quick updates. I hope Cato comes in because it's kind of important I talk to him. So his package came back to me in the post office. That's his package sitting right there. I got a call from the post office saying, you need to come pick this package up. And I was like, quoi? And yeah, evidently the address is wrong on it, so I'll have to resend it. So, yeah. So how's everybody? Quick, some updates. I got a few reviews coming. I've got Refractor coming. I have got Soundwave coming. I've got I got Cogman coming. I've got the Micromasters coming. I know there's another one too. Red Alert, got him coming. Dennis, welcome. Always a pleasure. That's okay, man. That's okay. We're all having fun. I was in no rush. I have got nothing to do tonight. Started watching a new anime called Fire Force. Fire Force got recommended to me by a good friend of mine, and so she said, "Hey, watch this." I said, "Okay." Starscream wife, welcome. I broke Skywarp. Now, was it accidental Starscream? Really? Accidentally broke him? Green Turtle, welcome. Welcome. But yeah, so Cato, I hope he makes it in. So, because again, I got his box back in the mail. So I have to verify your address, buddy, because I got it back in the mail. So either I got it wrong or you gave it to me wrong. One of the two happened, but I got it back in the mail today. It should have been at your place by now. So it should have been at your place today or tomorrow. Obviously, that's not going to happen now. Ugh. So once I get that address situation cleared up, I can resend it. I'll try FedEx this time. I'm so tired of the USPS screwing up. But anyway, David sent David's packages. I sent Autocorrect Primer a package. I'm sending Cato something again. Again. And by the way, those of you who have YouTube channels, I posted this just as an information piece on my Facebook. Dennis saw it. Joel saw it. YouTube is going to be changing some of its policies and stuff. And now I don't really think it's going to affect me any or my channel at all, except that I have to really pay attention to hit that age restriction on my live shows. But otherwise, I don't think it'll affect a great many of us that do toy reviews here in this particular community of ours. And it's a fantastic community, let me tell you. It's bloody brilliant. And I'm so thankful to have found this family, this online family, online community of ours. So I call it an online family. It's what it is. So she almost broke him. Then I'd have to break her. Jake's business, but I'm actually tough and not a weenie. I didn't see it. I think we are safe mostly. Yeah. So it's just one of those things that now I have to remember to hit the age restriction on my live shows, and I think I'll be covered because I tend not to do a lot of cursing or things of that nature on my shows. So they're pretty. I think they're pretty kid friendly. So yeah. So And I think it's one of those things when you post a video, I think it's going to ask you once, are your are your shows kid friendly? Can kids view this or something like that? If I read that article right, and then there was a big letter that they you could also read there in your studio, YouTube studio. When you clicked on it, and there was an informational from the CEO there that you could read, and I gave that a read. So from what I understand, it shouldn't affect us too much. However, they are saying that it will affect those with much larger channels, much larger content, and it will affect monetization. I don't have to worry about that. I'm not monetized. I don't even have Google Ads. I haven't even set Google Ads up or anything like that. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's see here. I hope it won't affect me then. It shouldn't though. Yep. Ugly Rich says this. 1:40 a.m. I just got back from the cinema. Saw a lady in the audience with an Optimus Prime Snoogie thing. Said I liked it after we left. She was kind of cute too. Nice, nice. Does this mean that you are going to start doing reviews in an Optimus Prime Snuggie? Because if not, I will be disappointed ever so slightly. I may not vocalize it, but the disappointment will be on my face, which you won't be able to see in the comments. But trust me, it'll look like this. That's a disappointed face. It will be disappointing. Will be disappointing. Yeah. So, man, I hope Kato comes in or at least watches this later, so we can get that information to me because I need to get that to him. Because for those of you who don't know, I am sending him the Rhino from Mask, from the Mask cartoon Rhino. I know it's one he loves. I got one. I'm going to be sending it, and I'm including a custom of mine. It was a commission piece. Those of you who have my Facebook page or on my Facebook page have seen this before. It's a custom. It was a commission piece. Then the guy backed out at the last minute after I'd completed it. Changed his mind on it. That's okay. Gonna find a new home with Kato because it looks cool. It looks cool. So River Run, welcome. Thanks for joining us. What I miss? I don't even have 100 subs yet. You'll get there, Green Turtle. You'll get there. I don't know what my current. I really should try to do more self promotion. My problem is, and my family is constantly on me about this, about self promotion, trying to make, trying to get some money out of this, or set up a Patreon account, or all that stuff. And I just keep saying, sure, I'll do that, sure, and I never do, never, never, because that's not what my channel about. My channel is about reviewing the toys I love, showing them to my family's kids. That's what my channel has always been about. All that other stuff, I think that would, and maybe it doesn't pressure other people, but I think that would feel like now I'm pressured into doing toy reviews, and I don't like that feeling. I like feeling natural when I do the toy reviews. That's just me though, and I agree that I probably should do more self promotion, things of that nature. I help promote a lot of other channels. You guys have seen my Facebook posts where I promote channels. And I have no problem doing that because this is a great community and everyone deserves to have their channel watched and viewed and enjoyed. You know, we all have fantastic content. And somehow I just feel like that other stuff would cheapen it. It may not feel like that to other people, and you all may not feel that way, but to me it would cheapen the experience. I don't know quite how else to say that. I am not one for Cyberverse, but I will say I like aspects. Yeah, yeah, there are. Yeah, see, Ugly Rich is right on page. Monetization turns it into a job. Don't want that. Yep, yep. Uh, but I am now on editorials on certain subjects and not addressed half the time. Yeah. Cato, welcome. Don't turn it into something you'll no longer enjoy. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Starscream White. Thank you. Cato, I'm glad you're here. See that box right there? That was supposed to be to your house today or tomorrow. It came back to me in the post office this afternoon because I got the address wrong, apparently, or you gave me the wrong address, apparently. Either way it goes, now I'm going to have to send it back to you because I'm going to have to check that address. So once again, email me your address because apparently I got it wrong last time. But that's your box sitting there when it should be sitting on your front porch or wherever it goes to, because it shouldn't be sitting there. Adamantium Matrix, welcome. Because when the post office said, "Oh, you got to come pick this up," I was like, "What?" So I walked down there. It was, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Picked it up, and I just kind of looked at it, and I was like, "The fuck?" Excuse my language. I was like, "Oh man, he's gonna be so disappointed when I show this to him." So there it is, sitting right there. I feel like an idiot because I don't know if I got it wrong or you gave it to me wrong. Because I was just like, oh no, and I feel like such an ass because because I want you to have what's in there. If you turn this into something that you are no longer proud of and have no interest outside of one subject, you are going to end up like me, being no longer proud of my videos. See, that's the thing is I started this channel with one goal in mind, all right? To show off these toys to my family's nieces and nephews and to my friends and to anybody else who happened to come along and watch them. And it's important that they enjoy it. And it's important to me that people enjoy it. I didn't do it for money and I didn't do it for fame or any of that to be recognized or any of that stuff. It didn't cross my mind and it still doesn't. You know, and I agree that yes, I probably should do more self promotion. Uh, um, you know, but it's never been about that for me. It's never been about that. I think of it like I think it's not a hobby. Collecting Transformers is a hobby, okay? Playing with these toys is fun, and that's what my videos are. They're fun to do because it's like playing with them only in front of a camera, and I like that. And I got to redo his review. Got to redo it because I'm not satisfied with it. I started editing it today and for upload tonight, and I was like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So I got to redo his review. And I've got Cogman coming. I've got Red Alert. I've got Refractor coming. I've got the Micromaster 10-pack coming. So those reviews, his was ready for upload tonight, but yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it later. I have to completely reshoot the thing. So anyway, there we go. And you know what? I really like this guy. I don't care for the alt mode. Feels phoned in. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm gonna be honest, it feels phoned in, much like for Factors. But you'll see that review hopefully tomorrow night, because I'll reshoot it before I crash tonight. So yeah, I do. I love doing reviews too. It's just something I enjoy. And the look on my nieces and nephews' faces and other families' children, you know, when they see that, you know, that's the payoff for me. Okay, that's the payoff. That it right here, right here. TFFSM Productions, welcome. Will you get the new cassettes? You're talking about the G1 cassettes? Because I don't think they're releasing. Are they? See, I haven't read up anything on the news lately. So, are they releasing more cassettes for this guy? Because I have a bunch of G1 cassettes. And my Walmart is closing. So the me being able to find anything at Walmart is not going to be a thing You know what really bites me, and off topic, but it's still on topic, related steps there. Is this is what Walmart does, and this has irked me for almost their entire existence. Okay, so they'll move into a community, right, and they'll price gouge the hell out of their shit, which will, and all the other businesses around them will eventually either be put out of business or try to stay as competitive as possible. And this is what Walmart does. It shuts down everything around them, gets it all, and then suddenly they do this crap or they move out. And it leaves small communities like mine, in the dust. What do we do? Well, now we got to go drive miles and miles out of our way just to get the stuff we used to get at that Walmart, because they price gouged all the other competition out of business. Let's see here, Kato's. I think there's plenty of options out there, monetization, if you want Patreon. You see, my family is talking to me. They've convinced me. I've opened a Patreon account. I haven't actually set up anything like with any cards or information like that. I've actually, at least got my email address and confirmed an account. That much I've done. I haven't gone beyond that. I just can't bring myself to do it because that's not what my channel is about. Let's see. Releasing for 2 more cassettes for Japanese black sound. Oh, for Sound Blaster. Oh, okay. Nice. River Run says, let's see. I personally no longer buying anything. I told myself I need to be satisfied with my nostalgia, but I have now told myself I will get an Optimus Prime here and there and the G1 reissues. That's it. Nice. Wolfen, welcome. Strangled Target in Canada. They literally moved into spots so Target couldn't. See, that's what they do. That's what they do. Someone else will fit the gap. In my little town, well, maybe in larger cities, but when you have a little tiny farming community, that doesn't happen. TFFSM, that doesn't happen. Or Larkin's Lair, or anybody else that if there's a market. Well, here's the thing: is once again we're just farming. Now, the closest thing that they didn't shut down was Norby's, which is a farm and fleet type of shop, and though it carries some things, their toy selection is mostly Ertls, farming equipment themed toys, which some of them are cool. I like the semis. Okay, I have a few of them, but that's mostly what it gets there. Steve, welcome. Or they tell you they all carry the same stuff, knowing it's a bold-faced lie. Yep. Well, Steve, welcome. Welcome, Grim. That's his handle is Grim, by the way. If you play Earth Wars, Grim, Steve Evans there. The Barefoot Wyverns is his group, and they're Decepticon affiliated, by the way, not bots. So you play bots, you most likely encountered them, the Barefoot Wyverns. You most likely encountered someone there. So, yep. Still on the hunt for the new Dropkick. I've seen the Dropkick. I've actually seen that in my shelves are bare, but there's a few studio series there and Robot Heroes, or not Robot Rescue Robots. Let's see what I missed. Starscream wife. Walmart is evil, and that's me saying that. Yeah, they are, because that's what they do. They move into a community, shut down the competition, monopolize it, and then move out. Because why not? Because they're not making a lot of money in that community anymore. So they kill the economy when they leave. It kills the local economy. No, it's evil barefoot now. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't play Earth Wars. Oh, later, autocorrect primer. You, Nikki, have a great evening. Stay safe. Stay safe. And to drive an hour plus one way to find the nearest Walmart? Yeah. We merged with evil alliances. Oh, nice. But if I do have one do complain about the dropkick, Wolfen says he still haven't said what it is. Wow, you have a dropkick in your store and having Cogman in my store. What a coincidence. Yeah, I'm so happy Adamantium Matrix got me that Cogman. I am so happy, so thrilled. Thank you very much. I am beyond. Thank you is the only way I know how to say it. So it's not enough, but thank you once again. Thank you. I love that guy. I love that guy. His review is coming up. Okay, Cato, thank you. I'll have to make sure to get it right this time. I hope, because I want to get it to you. You know, it cost me $37 to ship that box. $37. And not believe it. I was like, what? Yeah, because the USPS, anything over 8 by 8 by 8, they don't weigh anymore. They ship by dimension. You pay by dimension. And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. I'm not kidding. $37 to ship to Trans-Aaron 38 cost me $50. He lives in Pennsylvania. That cost me $50 to ship to him. I'm not kidding. Steve says, I'm sure of it. No love for Bayverse. No offense to anyone. I like Bayverse figs. I like the studio series. Now, Grimm has gotten me a few studio series figures, so, you know. Crimson, welcome. Isn't the MP44 the new repaint wheeljack? What? Isn't? Let me see if I read that. Isn't the MP44 the new repaint wheeljack, Larkin? Maybe. Qua? Nani? What? I hope P.O. Box or say my address if people want to say. I always suggest getting, if you want people shipping to your channel, I always suggest getting a P.O. Box rather than your home address. I always suggest it. MP44 is the new Optimus Prime. It looks good, okay? And Dennis agrees with me on this. It looks great, all right? There's no denying he looks good in both modes. In both modes, not molds. The mold looks good in both modes. I am not going to get it. I rarely buy Masterpiece figures. I don't have the money for them, frankly. And when you get in, now that Siege has come around, I would put up some Siege figures, not all of them. I would put up some Siege figures up against a Masterpiece, no problem. No problem. And Dennis would agree with me on some of these. There are some Siege figures that I would stack up against an MP figure any day of the week. Any day of the week. Because Siege, they're actually putting some effort back into these guys. And that's a good thing. You know, so, and Dennis spoke about this just, 10, 20 minutes ago in his own live show, that he feels the same. Is there are some cases where the Siege line could stack easily, Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you want to call him, I call him Skyfire, easily stacks up against a Masterpiece figure. Easily. Is it perfect? No. But it looks fantastic. The cartoon, I'm not going to get the Toy Hacks labels for that. The cartoon accuracy is almost 100%. Almost. It's about, I'd say about 89% there. Let's see. I've seen a few reviews, and man, he is complex and tough transformation. I found Siege Jetfire good for you, TFFSM Productions. Good for you. See, yes, Steve. Siege Jetfire is a good example. I think we'll be okay without cussing. It's easy to do. Is a lot more solid compared to the Seeker mold in MP. I have Skywarp, and I would agree with that. You know what? Siege Skyfire feels better to me in many ways than my Skywarp, MP Skywarp. And I love, that's the only Masterpiece Seeker I bought was Skywarp because he's my favorite. And much as I love him, Jetfire's a better toy. It really is. It's a better toy. It's $80 though. Definitely getting it for Christmas. Nice. $80 is still better than a lot of Masterpiece figures have been. I'm just saying. If you look at it from a price range, I don't talk about price on my channel a lot, but from price standpoint, Jetfire's better at its price point than any Masterpiece figure. If you stack it up by price, it's better. All right. There are levels within that. There are levels, and we could, go round and round on those different levels of measuring one against the other. But I think by price point, I think that Siege Jetfire stands above any Masterpiece, just on price point. I could be wrong though. That's just my opinion. I almost passed on Jetfire. Crimson says, and the Rainmakers because of Unicron. I don't want the Rainmakers. I'll be honest with you. I have no interest in the Rainmaker set. None. Zero. Doesn't interest me in the slightest. Same with Red Wing. Would I like it? Absolutely. He looks great. All right. I watched Cam's Arbitrary Heroes review on his Twax stickers. He looks great. Don't get me wrong. Am I interested? Yes. Do I want it? $79. Yeah. Oh yeah. Our Larkin's review was great, and it looks, the stickers look great. All right, they make him look great, but I'm more in it for the cartoon accuracy, and those stickers, the Toy Hacks labels take away that cartoon accuracy like that. Just, it's gone. The cartoon accuracy is done the minute you put them on. Done, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Everybody can disagree, and that's fine. That yields discussion, and discussion brings, understanding, and I'm all for that. I want all the Seekers. I'm a completionist. And that's okay. The only line I was ever completionist with that I wanted to complete was Beast Wars. And I have almost all the Beast Wars toys. And after that, I said no more. No, I take that back. I tried to complete the RID Car Robots line as well. And I've got most of them. I've got about 80% of those. Some of them I didn't pick up. But after that, I was like, nope, no more. That was a lot of money. Even back then, even when they weren't, that expensive, it was still a lot of. I was like, no, that's getting out of hand. So I stopped trying to be completionist. I'm just listening to this while customizing Siege Soundwaves back. So I'm quiet. You know why? Good on you, River Run. Good on you. Personal data stealer app plugin. Is it 9 there? Well, as a matter of fact, it's 8 minutes after 8 here where I'm at. Skybite, I see you. Do you have me? I wanted to complete 2015 RID. Yeah, that was a good line. Steve brings up a good point. Some people didn't like it, but you know what? For the most part, the RID 2015 RID line had some really good bots. Like that Windblade from RID was better than the Titans Return version. It was better than the Combiner Wars version. It was better than some of the newer versions. All the way better than Cyberverse versions. All the way around, the RID 2015 Windblade was probably the best figure of her released, in my opinion. Yeah, Adamantium Matrix has seen a lot of my Beast Wars collection. It's on my Facebook page if you go through there. I post a daily post called Today's Random Transformer. And I stopped doing it on the weekends now. It used to be 7 days a week, but now I'm only doing it 5 days a week. But 5 days a week, I will post a pictorial review of a toy from the past. Usually about 3 years, prior to 3 years ago, is where I have my cutoff point. I need to find me. I need to find, but figures I really, really want. I want a Studio Series 38, folks. Anybody finds me one of those, awesome. I can't find him anywhere. Anywhere. No, and seriously though, I do want him. You don't have to get him for me. No, no, I'm not asking that. Um, I want Studio Series 38, and I need to find a good priced masterpiece Shockwave because I'm missing him. I'm missing him. He's the only Shockwave I'm missing. Besides, oh, that new Cyberverse Shockwave. Have you picked that up yet, Larkin? That new Shockwave, because he looks amazing. All right, I know a lot of people here don't like Cyberverse, but I'm telling you, that's probably one of the best Shockwave toys I have ever seen, and he is Scout class, but still looks amazing. Do I have the OG Skybite toy? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And he wasn't Skybite then either. Where are you? I know you're up here somewhere. Okay, there's. You mean like, oh, I don't know, this guy? Or do you mean this guy? Or, or do you mean this version? So yes, I have a few Shark Transformers in my collection, and I probably do want that Cyberverse Skybite too. I must find 2015 RID Megatronus. Yes, yes. Scoop was great. Autocorrect Primer got me Scoop, and oh man, I love that guy. I love that guy. I had no idea how much I needed that guy in my collection because I passed him up several times. When it first got released, there's a bunch of the Thrilling 30s figures I passed up. I was like, nah, I'm not really interested. And Scoop, I just wasn't interested. And then ACP sent him to me. And once I started playing around with them, I'm like, what the hell was wrong with me? It was a great toy. Are you excited for the Siege Netflix show? Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, yes, I am. The car robots. I didn't buy that one because I already had this one. I already had this one, so I didn't buy it because I had the OG. This one. That's also the reason why I didn't buy Dark Scream, Gas Skunk, and uh, oh, what the hell is the name? I can't remember. Dark Scream was Night Glider because I have all three of those toys in because whatever they called Spitor in RID, I forget what they called Spitor, but I already had all the Transmetal 2 toys, so I didn't pick them up. That's why I said almost all the Car Robots line, RID Car Robots line, almost all of them. Because if I already had the Beast Wars Transmetal 2 versions, I wasn't going to pick up the newer versions. I just didn't do that. Do you have the Generation Skybite? No, I don't. I didn't pick that up. There's quite a few Generations line I didn't want, so I didn't pick them up. Like I said, after the Car Robots line, I stopped trying to be a completionist. I was like, nope, not doing it anymore. It was just I didn't have the room at the time. I was living in this tiny little apartment. It was like 800 square feet. wasn't big. The kitchen and the living room were the same thing. And I was like, I didn't have the room for that. I just didn't have a room for it. I'm not kidding you. It was just this tiny little apartment. Nope. Quick question. I bought a Transformers last night strafe from Ross for $7.99. Is the idea of a Twinferno custom repaint a good idea? Hmm. It could work. It could work. It would depend. It would depend on the paint you used and the color you used. Because now, are you talking about the RID 2015 style Twinferno or the G1 style Twinferno? Roadbuster and Whirl are awesome though. Nice. Generations Whirl. See, I missed out. Now, Generations Whirl was one I did want because I used to have, actually, I did. My brother, Steve, you'll see him on here, had Generation 1 Whirl. And I don't know what he ever did with it or he kept it or whatever, but I don't know. But he had it. I got an Ironhide. He got a Whirl. Uh, um, yeah, yeah, Omega, yeah. Ethan, welcome. How you doing? That's the Ninja nephew, everyone. If you don't know Ethan, Kurosaki Dragneel, that's my nephew. So say hello. G1 style. Okay, G1 style Twin Inferno. Yeah, that should work then. Strafe. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I think it should be good because he's primarily what, gray and white. Throw some red in there for like his trunks, I guess. Because the Titans Return version, I've got him sitting up there. They kind of his front crotch plate kind of looks like he's wearing boxers. I'm not kidding. um, I've got him over there, but if you stand him up on the shelf, walk away, and kind of look at him, sideways, it looks like he's wearing boxers, red boxers, man. uh, Siege Roast. I'd love to have a Siege Roadbuster. Yeah, yeah, that could be cool. That could be cool. They could have repainted Siege Ironhide into Roadbuster. Yeah, yeah. They already did repaint him, and not only Ratchet. Now, Ratchet, surprisingly, I haven't got it, and I really want. Dennis has both Ironhide and Ratchet. I'm jealous of you, by the way. You and Starscream like, by the way. They are surprisingly not exactly the same mold. There are subtle differences in the mold, and I hope he will point all those subtle little details out in his review because they are subtle. At first glance, it looks like the exact same mold, but it's not. There's subtle little differences, but they're there. So I hope he. I know Dennis. He's pretty thorough anyway. So I'm probably already behind the curve on that because he's probably already on top of it because that's how he works. It's one of the reasons I respect him so much. Yeah, I have a lot of the Beast Wars figures. Like I said, I was completionist though. Titans Return Twin Inferno. I painted his teeth silver with some cell shading on his wings. Nice, nice. I never really touched him, customized him. I kind of liked him the way he was. So he still's wearing red boxers. Okay, the red boxers. Oversized Combiner Wars Power Glide. Nice. Of MP Bumblebee. So we'll fit in too. Yep. I have a couple of Power Glides. Which ones do I have? Let's see here. Oh yeah, this guy, and where's the minicon? There he is. I have the minicon Power Glide. He's a minicon. So he's pretty cool. I I have the Combiner Wars version, custom painted a bit though, so he looks a bit better. I have that one, which I love this toy. I love this toy. It's my favorite, but it's not my complete favorite because my absolute bar none favorite Power Glide toy belongs to this guy. Now this is not custom painted. This is right up out of the package, and he is my absolute favorite Power Glide toy. I love him. David got the ACP a custom painted one. His was green. He got the green version, the Christmas version, as I like to call it. But this is the version that came standard. And this is probably my absolute favorite mold of Power Glide. I love this toy. It is my absolute favorite. I love it. Out on Weapons Matrix Workshop also has a nice set Prestige Ironhide. Check out Soundwave 8084's review. I watched that. Yep. You are too kind, sir. You are right. I will point out what is the same and different. Yeah, it's subtle. It's subtle. Some of the mold differences, in the sculpted details is a slightly different. Like on the arms and some other places on Ratchet is slightly different. At first, you wouldn't notice it. They're there. So, and once again, as Dennis said, he'll cover it. He'll cover it. He's got us covered, folks. Can't wait to watch that review. So, because Ratchet's my favorite Autobot. Okay. My favorite Decepticon is Shockwave, Skywarp. I love those guys. All right. Now, my favorite Autobots are Ratchet and Trax. And I know somebody's gonna laugh. They're gonna laugh when they heard Trax in there, and Ratchet too. But they're gonna laugh. I like Trax. We need a Siege Trax. All right, we need one. So we also need a new Trailbreaker. We really need a new Trailbreaker. Hasbro, listen to me. Listen to me, Hasbro. Trailbreaker and Trax. Okay? Glad we had this chat. I couldn't decide on the two Springers. Normally I'd pick up one, but I was so on the fence. I got bought to keep both. Nice. Good job, Sam. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. Yeah, the G.I. Joe crossover Power Glide Blue repaint Viper. Nice. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, you know what? That oversized, it just wasn't Power Glide. He was too big. From the Classics Generations line, Chug line, it wasn't, I never picked it up. I saw it so many times, and I was like, pass. And I did. I passed on it. Even though it had like electronic sounds and all that stuff in it, I was just like, pass. He was too big. Power Glide was a mini bot. He needs to be a mini bot. Pass. And Power Glide is anything larger than, say, a Legion size toy. Pass. Don't want. Trax is cool. Trax is awesome. Yep. Mashfar, welcome. By the way, welcome. Rick Cummings, welcome. But yeah, I do. I think we need a new Trax, and I think we need a new Trailbreaker. Hoist would be cool. I'd love to see a new Hoist. Hoist and Trailbreaker could be the same mold as they were in G1, only slightly different, but not an Ironhide or a Hound mold. Please, Hasbro, give us new Trailbreaker and Hoist toys, just not in any previous mold. And they kick Triptychon down over the stairs. Wow! I keep both, and that is saying something. Normally, I encourage just having one. Could be mold mates. They both use the top of their car as the chest, front of the legs, track. Yeah, you're right. Sunstreaker could be. See, now if they release Sunstreaker, which will probably happen, I'm here to say. Dennis said so a while ago in another live show somewhere. He just sort of passed by it as he was talking about something else, and I agreed with him then, and I'll agree with him now that Sunstreaker, if we see it, will most likely be in the same Sideswipe and Red Alert mode. Just makes sense. So, um, I made a Digibash of Siege Ironhide as Trailbreaker. Nice, nice. Elite one using Siege Chromia mold. See, I'm tired of the. I didn't find Chromia. I don't own a lot of fembots, and that's just because they don't show up around here. Scalpers or somebody else gets to them first. I don't. My brother doesn't. He doesn't see them either. He saw Chromia once, but picked up something else instead. So, Tripticon no like that. Thoughts on part swapping? They have so much potential. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, anger issues much. Lead an easy life. Later, Ethan. Take care of yourself. You understand me? You know what I'm talking about. Take care of yourself. We'll keep an eye on the situation. Take care of yourself. All right. Bumblebreeze, welcome. I didn't see you come in. I think Sunstreaker will be in the Siege run amok mode. Maybe. Starstream Life Smash. Sexist here. I'm not sexist in the slightest sense. In the slightest sense. I just don't see many fembots. That's all I said. And Chromia mode, the problem is with the Chromia mode, how many bots? Look, we've had Chromia, right? We've had Nova Star. We've had Racer, whatever the hell, I forget. Moon Racer. We've had who else in that mold? Help me out, people. We've had a lot out of one mold. We've had a lot of fembots, 4 of them out of one mold, unless I'm missing one. And give us something new, maybe. Nautica from IDW and RC are the only notable fembots I can like. Huh. I mean, here in NL. Ah, really like all the fembots. Yeah, and Lancer, yeah. Wolf Knight, later. Have a good one. Green light. Yeah, see, I knew there was a bunch of them. See, all from the same mold. And come on. Look, you gave us what? 7 out of the Starscream mold, all right? 5, 6 out of that one mold for the fembots. I mean, I understand G1 reuse molds all the time. I get that. But even they had limitations, all right? All right? We had 7 series of Transformer Generation 1 toys, 7 of them, comprising of 1,000 toys, all right? But even they didn't reuse a mold that often. Kind of get, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you look at the same mold, only now with some pretty new colors, it's still the same mold. Or am I wrong here? Yeah, Nightbird. Now, see, I have a problem with Nightbird. I would like to have Nightbird, all right? I would like to have it. I would try to remove as much as that friggin' kibble as I could, like that, because Nightbird doesn't need to transform, people. She didn't transform in the cartoon. Not once. Not once. She doesn't need to transform. She doesn't need to be a transformer. She never was a transformer. So if I got Nightbird, that kibble would come off as fast as I possibly could do it. Strong arm because she can't handle the junk in the trunk. Okay, strong arm. No, not in that same mold. No. Strong arm needs to come out of a. I could even see that from a new Trailbreaker mold, a truck mode, or I could see that in a Hound. I could see her in a Hound mold even. I could see that. Strong arm and a Hound mold, I could see that. She easy a robot, yep. I agree with you about Nightbird. Thank you. I mean, she doesn't need to transform. She doesn't need to be a combiner. She doesn't need any of that. She was a she was a ninja robot. She was a Decepticon Autobot, well, more of an Autobot smashing robot, all right? She was a ninja all the way. I'm Ninja Bill. She's a ninja. Go figure I'd like her without all the other extra bits. Exactly. Exactly. You got it, Starscream wife. You got it. She's a ninja. Yep. Especially after seeing Adamantium Matrix videos. She's so expensive, though. Nah, nah, nah. Hey, Snoke, welcome. Always a pleasure. Yep, yep. Hound could be role molded into a trailbreaker if you really think about Hasbro's scheme. Yeah, but I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want Trailbreaker or Hoist to come out of Hound. I wouldn't want it. Well, I mean, unless they did a heavy retooling, then I could probably see it. But it'd have to be heavily remolded and retooled. The bones could still work, but the rest of it'd have to go because I don't know. I can't see Hoist or Trailbreaker coming out of Hound. I can't see that. Flame War, I don't even know who Nautica. See, people are throwing around Nautica and Flame War. I have no idea who those characters are. None. Zip. Zero. I'm assuming from an IDW series. I'm assuming, and I don't read IW books. I started reading the new one, but More Than Meets the Eye and the one before that, it lost it. What they did to certain characters killed the interest for me like that. It just done. I started reading it and I was like, nope, done. That's not the character. That's not who he is. That's never been who he is. No, no. And I'm not talking about the relationship things. That doesn't bother me, okay? It's got nothing to do with why I don't like the IDW books. I could care less about any of that. My problem is the portrayal of those characters, all right? For example, prime example, Star Saber. They made him into a effing freaking fanatic, religious zealot. No, that is not who he was. That is not who he was. And nope, nope, nope. Calm. Okay, so yeah, I don't read much of the IDW books. Override and Thunderblast. Thunderblast. I actually like Thunderblast. I have that toy. Uh, where are you, Thunderblast? Where are you, dear? Uh, 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 are you, dear? I know I have you. I thought I had her. Thought I had her. I thought, there she is. Hiding all the way in back. Thunderblast. I like her. She was a fun character. I like her a lot. She was a fun character. Sure, the toy's a whole bunch of kibble. She's all boat, and then the robot. I mean, she's worse than the Seekers in that aspect. You know, they got a whole jet on their back. Well, she's got a whole boat on her back. They are IDW, but I've not read the ones after the zombie Transformers. Doing a hot rod from the Siege Sideswipe mold. Yeah, I think that could work. Triggered about characterization. He's right, though. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. I feel justified now. She remade as a triple changer jet helicopter robot from original line YF made from. That could be good. That could be good. Yeah. Tailgate died. Oh, okay. Yeah. He made SS helicopter drift. Yeah, I saw that. He looks cool. That looks like a cool figure. Kibble is for dogs. Kibble is for dogs, but and she's got a lot of it. She's got a lot of it. She got a lot of junk on her back, not in the trunk because she's in a boat, not a car. Her trunk. She do have a lot of going on back here. And then she had this giant weapon. I don't have the missiles on her right now, but she had this giant weapon that I was like, she could barely hold. Flop. Oh, look at that. Flop. Flop. Here, I'll do what Larkin and say Sardo and Kato were talking about. Let's do the flop test. Idiotic flop test. TF, yeah. Tell us about Thunderblast. I don't remember her having nips on the sea. Are we really going to talk about that? Really, Crimson? We really need to talk about that? Really? Because I didn't feel the need to talk about that aspect. Look, in the American series, that was cut out, all right? If you watch the Japanese series, it was there. In the American show, they edited that out for a reason. All right? Do we really need to go there? I don't think so. Thank you. I like the drop kick mode. Yeah, I haven't played around with drop kick mode. I haven't got it, so yeah. But I agree. We do need a new Thunderblast toy. That could be cool. I don't know what mold they would use for her. I don't know. She could mean maybe remolded from something. I don't know, but I don't know. But she is one of my favorite characters. Her, always she was nearly as bad as, okay. So if you watched the Transformers, she was fangirling over Megatron, but not nearly as bad as Tidal Wave did. Okay, so if you watched Transformers, the original Unicron trilogy, Tidal Wave, and if you watch the Japanese series, he'll totally do this whole fangirling thing over Megatron, and I'm not even joking in the slightest. Not even in the slightest. It's there. It's there. He will do this whole twirly rainbow Sailor Moon change thing and the big hearts. He does it over Megatron. It's there. I can't make this shit up. It's there. What the next will be? Yeah. Is what? She can have the 5-minute or 3-minute siege weapons. Well, she could. The thing is, in her hands can't actually hold anything, but there is a 5mm port right there. That'll do it right there. So, I mean, she can. For example, you could take yourself a Battle Master, and if you wanted, you can sort that out. Get that right in there. Boom. Now she can hold that, but it looks kind of like it's coming out of her forearm. So, I mean, yeah. Welcome back, Master Par. What did I miss? Oh, we were talking about Thunderblast and whatnot. Clean up the cat's mess. Well, yep, cats do that. Of anime stereotypes. Yes, exactly what we were talking about. Starscream isn't even in the Japanese Energon. Yeah, I know. Tidal Wave, I'm telling you, he fangirls over Megatron like nothing. There are a lot of differences and tropes that we didn't that we wouldn't get if we watched the Japanese series, unless you're a long time watcher of anime and familiar with the culture and whatnot around that. There are a lot of tropes in there that we wouldn't get, and that were edited out of the show here in America. and and you're like, you know what? Be watching them like, wait, did that just? Holy crap! Did that? Yeah, there's a lot of those moments. Did she come with a fusion cannon? Who? Are you talking about Thunderblast? No, she comes with this missile launcher thing. When you put the planet key in there, it flips out this missile launcher thing. But otherwise, it's a missiles. So you got a missile launcher inside of a missile launcher. Why? I don't know, but that's what you got. But yeah, she can, does have 5mm ports in her. At least she can actually hold those up in comparison to her own weapon, because they're actually lighter. Believe it or not, this is some heavy plastic compared to this. I bet you if these were put on a scale, this thing would be almost. I don't know. This is at least a few, at least maybe 0.5, 1.5 more ounces than this one, just judging by weight. And that's, without adding the missile to it. She's a Decepticon groupie. She's a skilled warrior as well. Yeah. Well, she's more of the fight and run away type. Strike. She believes in sort of guerrilla warfare. She'll strike and then run off the minute trouble happens. That's what she does. But who would want to watch Energon? I watched Energon. I liked it. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't the worst Transformers series out there. Zone? Anybody? Yeah. No Thunderblast on eBay. This one sold out. Yep. She's a hard one to find nowadays. She's a hard one to find. And I like her. I bought her up the minute I spotted her. I like her. Fun fact, there is a version of Thunderblast colored up as Minerva. Yep. Knew about that. Yep. Thank you for the info, by the way, Master Park. Have the technology. I cannot be quiet about how much I hate forearm ports. Oh yeah, it's there are a lot of toys. Well, the problem is they wanted this part of her is very show accurate, okay? And even this part here is show accurate. But this part down here is not. It folded up in the show. She wore her boat on her back. English, please, Bill. Okay, thank you. She wore her boat on her back even in the series, but it wasn't this bad. But it does look like her. It is a good representation of her, and I like it. It's just that they gave her really tiny hands, so they put the ports in their forearms. And it wouldn't have been so bad maybe if they were on the side of her forearms, but no, they put them on top. I mean, if they would have put them on the side, that probably would have been better, but they didn't. So just got to find her. Later, Larkin. Have a good one. Have some good eats. I own Energon, the box set. Nice. Zone does count. If you say so. See, whereas obviously Masterpar does not like Energon, I do not like Zone. I think it is terrible. I think it is torturous to watch and listen to. Torturous. I use that specific word for a reason, because it is torturous for me to even watch it, to even listen to it. The theme song alone makes me gag. I get nightmares from it. Nightmares. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does have sort of a matrixy feel in her chest right there. Have that triple changer made. See, I want, if we get anything from the Armada or Energon, line again. All right, as a really, since we're getting Cybertron, all right, obviously some Cybertron nods. Give us another tidal wave. Don't give us the Mirage boat tidal wave as Mirage, all right? Because they renamed him Mirage and gave him this boat form, and while the boat form made sense, calling him Mirage didn't. And it's never made sense to me. Why suddenly was he called Mirage? He could have kept the name Tidal Wave. They still had the rights to it. They didn't lose it. But suddenly they changed the name of him. And that never made sense to me. Tidal Wave is awesome. I have Tidal Wave. He's one of my all-time favorite toys. He's sitting right down there. You're sitting right there, as a matter of fact. I love Tidal Wave. I love it. No, right. Sitting right next to Galvatron, as a matter of fact. So from the line, one episode isn't a series. Zone, one episode. Yeah, it's more of an OAV. Okay, if you want to get technical about it, Master Far, sure, why not? That's what you want to argue about. It's still part of the Transformers. So Titans Return, Tidal Wave. They didn't do a title, or did they? Did they do a tidal wave in Titans Return? I don't think they did. Yeah, I don't think they did. We're getting an Armada Prime. I knew about that. Yep. Commander class tidal wave. Yes, please. Yes. Thank you. Are we? We saw it once, then it vanished for like Thanos snapped him out of existence. Snowcat is another figure based on a G.I. Joe vehicle. Yep, I have Snowcat as well. He's down over there somewhere. It was a repaint of broadside. Are sure you're thinking about somebody's custom or something? Because I never heard of him being in the works. I never even heard of that. No, because as far as I knew, they had no plans for a tidal wave since that release. So I could be mistaken. I will admit that I could be mistaken. Maybe it very well could have been possible. Siege on Velocitron. What? It was a repaint of Broadside. They did a tidal wave in Titans Return, repainted out of Broadside. Oh, no, it was Siege on Cybertron. They made a Titans Return tidal wave in the box set Siege on. Oh, okay. See, I was unaware of that. Like I said, I could be wrong, and I admit it. Has Metal Hawk, I think, and one of the Autobot Decepticon clones. Good to know. What? They did in the box set. It was the broadside mold. The Commander class fits him nicely, though. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. So yeah, evidently I'm wrong. They did one. Although Tidal Wave as a Voyager scale figure, really, would you call that successful? I wouldn't. I would not call that a successful toy or a successful toy of a representation of Tidal Wave. Let me put it that way. Buying packs from the. I want the Orion packs from the POTP Prime and his gun, but I would just like to have that. I'm missing two mainline Optimus Prime toys. I'm only missing two. I have every other mainline. You guys have seen my Prime shells back over here. You see a chunk of them there. You've seen them before. I am only missing two mainline Optimus Prime toys, and that is the Power of the Primes Optimus Prime, all right, and Orion Pax, and the Combiner Wars Optimus. The only two I am missing. Otherwise, I have virtually every mainline Optimus Prime toy ever released. All of them. All of them. except for those two. I want that Armada Overload. I'd kill for it. Overlord was, or Overload, pardon my I misspoke there. Overload was and is an awesome toy. And I found the Ultra Magnus version of it, but I never found the original. Get the Leader Class Optimus Prime. Deep Space Arsenal makes a kit to separate both figures. Yes, he's right. I've seen that. I've seen a review of that. Who did I see that? It was somebody in our community did it. Oh, Trans Aaron 38, I think, did one. I might be wrong about that though. Yeah, I did find it. I don't have it up here though. I think I have it in storage. Because if it'd be here, it'd be up over there. Yeah, I think that's one of the ones I have in storage. But yes, I did find it. I got it. I got it when I picked up because I ordered my Optimus Prime from there too. I think it was a Hobby Link. I ordered it from Hobby Link Japan at the time. Oh boy, it's 8:51. I'm gonna have to call it. I didn't realize I'd been on this long. Sure, it would be cool. I watch those channels just like everybody else does. Yep. I think I'm gonna call it night though. I want to go get some grub and whatnot. I'm kind of hungry. So anyway, thank you all so much. It is my great honor to have you all join me tonight. Thank you all so much to everyone who's come and gone and still here with me currently. Thank you so much for participating in my chat. Thank you. I don't deserve it. Thank you guys very much. So much appreciated. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Check out anything you'd like to check out in my videos. Go check out each other's channels for crying out loud. Go check out Snoke just uploaded 3 amazing reviews of the box set of Refractor, okay? Go check those videos out. I highly recommend them. Dennis just did a live show before mine. Go check it out. Go check out his Universal Collision shows. They're amazing. They're amazing. Go check them out. And Starscream Wife, I hope you do a co-review of that coin. I am strongly supportive of you getting behind the camera. Just once. Could create a whole segment just of Starscream Wife reviews. There it is. You should do it. Thank you all so much. And have a great night, everyone. And I got nothing else to say. Nice. Oh yeah. Come on, Sam, do it. Do it, Sam. Do it. Everybody go to Dennis's live stream that he had tonight. In the comments, say that you want to see her do a review of the coin. I'm going to do that right after this. I shut this down. Good night, everyone.